everybody, we're at our favorite you-pick farm, Jessop Farms. It's about 2 hours outside of San Francisco, and we're gonna pick some strawberries and blueberries today. It's okay if you take blueberries that are not 100% ripe because they actually ripen even after you pick them. So as you can see, there's kind of a lot of these shiny things in the wind, and they're actually meant to ward off birds and scare them. But yeah, this plant actually looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see, but there's some nice blue blueberries down here. So we're just gonna pick one off. You have to be pretty gentle with these because they're small and they grow in little clusters like this. And this is one. You see? And if you keep rubbing, the color actually changes a little bit. It might be dirt, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see now, it's like completely dark compared to like this one. Let me grab another one. It's completely dark, so look at that color difference. So I'm just gonna try it out and see if this plant is good. Fresh blueberries always taste good. And I'm just gonna put this other one in our basket. Last time we came over here, we actually were staying at an Airbnb heading over to Yosemite, and the person who was hosting us actually told us that this is the agricultural belt and that 50% of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts in the United States are actually grown in this area. They also grow almonds at Jessop Farm, but they're not ripe yet, so as you can see, they're kind of fuzzy, and I think eventually when they're ready, you peel off the outer shell and what's left is the almond. So it actually looks like they use a lot of the almond hulls in their mulch, I assume this is what this is, which is pretty cool that they're, you know, reusing what they are making. It looks like a lot of the crops are either not red yet or they're dead. So I'm thinking maybe that the crop this year wasn't as good. But if not, that's all right. We have a good amount of blueberries and we'll find something awesome to make with those. I think we got our fill on blueberries and we're gonna head out and maybe go cherry picking. But if not, this is our haul for today, which I'm pretty happy with. They all taste pretty sweet and I'm excited to see what we make with it. We changed locations and we're now at Harris Orchard and we're gonna pick some cherries. I tried one, it tastes pretty good, so I'm just gonna keep picking from the same tree. Usually if one is good, the rest of the bundle will be good. I'm just going for the ones that are the darkest red and letting the other ones sit and they can grow a little bit more. Hopefully we make something good with this, and we're gonna head back home now. We're back in the kitchen and we decided to make mochi and traditional donuts. We're first gonna make the traditional donuts by stirring together yeast, sugar, and milk. Then we're gonna add salt and eggs and beat it until it's combined. After that, we'll add in half the flour and then continue to mix. Once it's mixed, we're gonna add in the butter and the rest of the flour and use our hands to knead it into a shaggy dough. After that, we're gonna pour out the dough onto a floured surface and continue to knead for about 10 more minutes. Once you're done kneading, place it in an oiled bowl and turn it over a few times to ensure the dough is covered in oil. Then cover the bowl with a towel and let it sit for an hour or until it doubles in size. Once the hour is up, punch down the dough and turn it over, and then cover the bowl and let it sit for another hour. Once it's been an hour, pour the dough onto a floured surface and roll the dough out until it's about a ½ inch thick. Then we're going to use round cookie cutters to punch out the dough. Also, if you want to make donuts that are not filled, use a smaller round cookie cutter to cut out the center to create the classic donut shape. We're going to put this on another tray and set it aside for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to be making the mochi donut dough. So first, we're going to mix together ½ a cup of sweet rice flour and 2½ tablespoons of milk. We're going to heat them in the microwave for 30 seconds on 80% strength and just let it sit. In another bowl, we're going to combine the rest of the ingredients, which are rice flour, milk, butter, sugar, baking powder, and eggs. Once it's all combined, we're going to add in the mixture we set aside and use our hands to knead the mixture until the dough forms. Once the dough forms, we're going to roll the dough out on a floured surface and roll them into cylinder log shapes. And then after that, we're going to cut them into even pieces and turn them into balls. We're going to place the balls kind of in a circle and seal them together with water. Now that both our doughs are done, we're going to heat oil to 350 degrees and start frying them. We're going to do the mochi donut first, and we're going to fry one side of the donut for about 20 to 30 seconds and then flip over and let it cook until it's golden brown. We're going to keep doing this until we cook all the mochi donuts. Now that we finished cooking all the mochi donuts, we're going to be cooking the regular donuts. We're going to use the same oil at the same temperature, 350 degrees, but we're going to cook these 1 minute per side, or basically until golden brown. As you can see, we finished frying all our donuts and we sort of set up a decoration station, and we're first going to take one of these mochi donuts and dip it in the cherry glaze. We made the cherry glaze by placing the cherries, lemon juice, and water over a medium heat on the stove. After that, we just added it to a blender and blended until it was smooth and strained the mixture out into a bowl. After that, we sifted in some powdered sugar and just whisked to combine. Next, we're going to glaze one of these mochi donuts in blueberries, and we basically made it in the same exact way, except instead of cherries, we used blueberries. Now that we're done glazing some of the donuts, we're going to take some of these circle ones and fill them with cream. So we made blueberry and cherry mascarpone whipped cream, and the way that we did that is that we used heavy cream and sifted in some powdered sugar and added vanilla extract and whisked it until soft peaks formed. Then we added in the mascarpone cheese and continued to whisk it until it was our desired thickness. After that, we put blueberries, lemon, and water over the stove just like we did with the cherry glaze. And then we strained the berries over the whipped cream and fold them in until it was combined. And now we're going to add on some extra garnishes to our donuts to make them look pretty. Oh, this took much longer than I thought it would. Also, today was such a long day at the farm because it was so hot outside. But yeah, they look really beautiful. Don't you think?
Yeah, trying out 2 different recipes and all the different creams and all this stuff, yeah.
So I've never actually made donuts before, so you don't know if these recipes are any good.
I've never actually had a mochi donut.
I don't think I have either, actually.
So this could be terribly wrong, so...
If you guys have one, let us know what they're supposed to taste like, because we actually have no idea.
Or a good one in the Bay Area that we need to try. So just going through quickly the donuts, the ones with rings and ball shaped are mochi donuts, and the light red are cherries, and then the dark blue is blueberry, and these circle ones that you have up there, those are all filled with either cherry or blueberry mascarpone filling, and then all across here we have a bunch of garnishes. So with that being said,
I want to try the blueberry mascarpone cheese cream one because I love cream filled donuts.
Okay.
It's actually really good.
Let me try it now. I actually never eat filled donuts, but the cheese is actually really light. It's really good. I'm lactose intolerant, but this is really good and I'd eat it again.
Yeah, I think it could use a little bit of like a sugar coating though, like how they do it like Dunkin' Donuts. But other than that, yeah, definitely good.
I'm curious about the pistachio ones. Okay, first of all, we're not gonna eat everything.
Actually, do you want to try the cherry cream one first so we can compare the two?
Is that this one?
Yeah, it's that one. Okay. That one.
Oh, also I'm allergic to cherries. Tastes pretty good, but
prefer the
I
blueberry.
prefer the blueberry like
Yeah.
much more. I was curious about the pistachio.
Yeah, I read
I'll
in a
try
book
first.
that pistachio and cherries go really well together. What do you think?
That's pretty good. Adds texture, super light, not too strong with flavor. The mochi donut is already, I can tell, like chewier. Again, I don't know if we did it right anyways, but it's chewier, whether or not it's supposed to be. And it does have like a slightly like ricey flavor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, this is the exact counterpart to it. So yeah, the regular donut is just not as like chewy, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's a little lighter.
Yeah, the pistachios don't
Don't
really
have too much of a
much
taste.
flavor. It does add like pretty good texture. All right, we don't want to take up the whole time just eating donuts, but
They're all really good, but I'm not sure I would use these recipes again just because I feel like the donut could be fluffier and airier like it is. It's not like Krispy Kreme fluffy. I don't know if you guys have ever had a Krispy Kreme donut, but they're always super airy.
Yeah.
And I feel like the mochi donut too, what I've read online is that they're supposed to be really fluffy, but they're not too fluffy here.
yeah, like the Krispy Kreme donuts, I could eat a dozen of those by myself.
Yeah.
But if I ate one of these mochi donuts and they were supposed to be like this,
Yeah.
I think I'd be done.
Yeah, they're a little dense. But what do you think about the recipes? Would you want to make this again?
So I didn't do most of the work. I just fried it, but I still wouldn't do it again. And if any of these half-eaten donuts look really good, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel.
If you want to make one of these donuts, you can find the recipe in the description box below. But if not, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.